When you wake up in the morning, do you feel as if you never rested? Or does even the slightest activity cause you to run out of energy very quickly? If you feel tired and exhausted all the time, you should watch this video. The cause of fatigue is mostly associated with physiological reasons, such as vitamin or mineral deficiencies, some hormonal imbalances, eating habits, inactivity, or sleep disorders. But sometimes the cause of fatigue is not only physiological but also psychological. Here in this video, we will talk about 7 possible psychological reasons for feeling tired and exhausted all the time. Reason 1: being unable to stay at the present moment, being in the future or the past constantly. Do you suffer from overthinking? Do you have sorrows or regrets or longings of the past in your mind, or worries and plans of the future? If your mind is constantly occupied with these thoughts, the stress-related part of the brain is activated and works in alarm mode at high speed. It's like driving a car at high revs all the time, and it is tiring for the body. It also suppresses immunity. Therefore, if you cannot stay in the present moment, it is possible that you will feel tired all the time. Well, if you say, how can I stay in the present moment? You can reach one of my videos from here and from the description. Reason 2: excess responsibilities. Do you sometimes think that your responsibilities in life are more than you can handle? Does everyone expect everything from you? How many people do you feel responsible for? Do you use the phrase, they cannot do without me, too often? Think about the answers to these questions. Consider which of these responsibilities you can delegate to others, or which ones you can say no to. Learning to say no and being selfish sometimes will prevent you from overloading yourself and thus burnout. Anxiety disorders, panic attacks, or depression. Constant feeling of tiredness is seen in these 3 diagnoses. In anxiety disorder and panic attack, the sympathetic nervous system is overactivated for a long time, which means your body and your brain works in alarm mode at high speed for a long time, so it makes you feel tired in the long run. However, the fatigue in depression is a little bit different. The fatigue of depressed people does not go away even if they rest, and it is accompanied by a desire to do nothing, indifference, emptiness, sense of meaningless, and inability to get out of bed. Depression is a serious condition and it requires a professional support. The same goes for panic attacks and anxiety. But in all 3 cases, learning relaxation technique as well as therapist support will allow you to relax your muscles and stress. And reason 4: unhappiness or anger. What makes you unhappy or angry? Are these things making you unhappy or angry temporary elements, or are they always in your life? We all feel unhappy, angry, or frustrated time to time. This is very normal and a part of being human. However, if these feelings last for months and do not go away, then the tiredness of these feelings may be affecting you. Maybe you need to stop and look at the causes of your anger or unhappiness and evaluate your own life, because these feelings are actually your guides who give you the alarm about some things that are not going well in your life. Maybe instead of suppressing or ignoring your feelings, you should understand the message they are trying to send you. Reason 5: extreme empathy. Some people are more gifted at empathizing than others. You may have heard these people are also called empaths or hypersensitive people. These people internalize the pain and the problems experienced by other people or other living things much more, and they become exhausted. At this point, if you're an empath, it will be useful to try to stay away from people or actions that wear you out, and to be selective about what you watch and listen to, and take time for yourself to recharge. Reason 6: burdens from the past. The emotional burden of some incidents that you experienced in the past and that affected you very deeply may also cause you to feel physically tired. It is very interesting that we also see back pains and hunching intensely in people who still carry the emotional burdens of the past on their backs. Do not forget, body and mind are one. What happens in one affects the other. Do you think it is worth taking just 10 minutes to yourself every day? Don't you deserve this? Just 10 minutes. Most of us take some rest or take some vitamin supplements to relieve our physical fatigue or to support our immunity. But we don't do the same to our minds. We do not take 10 minutes to rest and strengthen our minds. For example, most of us do not practice meditation or mindfulness or breathing exercises or relaxation activities because most of us are unaware of how much influence our mind has on our body and on our life. So, what's the solution to this? Take at least 10 minutes to yourself every day. In these 10 minutes, you can practice breathing exercises, mindfulness, meditations, or take a hobby. But take some time every day to relax and clear your mind. You will see that your tiredness will decrease. In this channel, we talk about psychology, well-being, personal development topics. If you're interested in and don't want to miss new videos, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel.